This is Brian from the Savage Board Gaming channel. Just going to go over an interesting game of Ark Nova where I trigger endgame differently than normal. So let's get into it. Okay, this is another arena game. I'm at gold 4 before the game, so we'll see how it goes here. So I don't have much here to work with. I don't like the digging card because I always mess myself up with it. So, because I get excited when I see a good card and I go to click on it and it was dug instead of me taking it. And that's my own fault. But I probably would never have that mistake in a live game, a physical game. So it's sort of like I don't like playing this online with this card. So I'm going to take this one to let me build kiosks, give me some money advantage, and hopefully something comes back to me, right? So take that, waiting for my opponent. They take their card. Okay, so don't want this simply because I already have a build card and it's not as good, right? So I just take this association. It lets me take partner zoos that I already have or other people have taken in the round. So I don't take off of here, I take from the supply basically. And if it's upgraded, I can take universities the same way. All right, there we go. My opponent got their cards. Their cards are the build +1 and the dig. So they took two I thought were not good. So their first card they took, they didn't keep. So I don't know what that was. I wish I could see it. Okay, so our goals are diversity, Americas, and birds. So I have kept 3 birds, and I kept marine biologist because it has an animal tag. It actually helps me out in the game, believe it or not. We'll see as it goes on. So I'm going to play that first. I know my opponent's cards action is down here, so I'm going to snap this up so I can play that first because they're not going to be able to do that, right? They're like turns away. So he did this, I think, to maybe catch me off guard. Maybe. But I don't think it works too well. Oh, I do build. Oh, shoot. Okay. Maybe he didn't do that to catch me off guard. So I built a thing for the kite here. It's going to go here, this. Then I can build down to this H. Put maybe another kiosk here, right? All right. Let's see what they do now. They build, I think. They're putting out a 5-size aquarium, I think. I remember this game. Okay, let's go. Clicked on the wrong thing. All right, yep, 5-size aquarium. So they gave me enough time to snag this ornithologist. This ornithologist on this in this game with this as a goal is super good. Like, you're gonna get a lot of money off of it. So like, if you can get it, get it. Spend X tokens to get it. You know, do whatever you have to do to get it. The funny thing is, my sponsors is almost there again. So I can do my association action, which is what I'm going to do here. Now, my opponent decides to break before I can play an animal, but that's fine. I really don't care about that. Oh, I played it first. Had next token. They're just trying to get their sponsors back in place so they can break. So I had a choice here, play an animal or play a sponsor. Or, sorry, an association action. I will always play the association action there. I go to take Asia. Now, like I said, I take from the supply, so Asia's still out there. So this card does have a little bit of a downside. Like, I can't take a partner zoo to block my opponent. Like if I know they need a partner zoo, I can't block them by taking it. So that's the downside of the card. It's gonna break. I don't care. I'm at 3 cards. And to me, nothing really great was out there. So yeah, breeding programs out there, but I'm not going for universities at the moment. So I'm going to build again because now I have enough money to play both animals, right? But something else gets in the way of that. You'll see. I play a different animal. So they play 2 Americas just to have a conservation project, and then they get snap. It is what it is. Like, there's another Americas out here. Like, you could have probably pushed towards that, you know? But they wanted a quick conservation project, which I understand. So I play the kite and I hunt. And what do I hunt? I hunt the Kothai or whatever it is, which is really going to help me here, right? Because now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could back this at 3. Which I do not do right away. Okay. Play federal grants. It's constant money, and it's also a pretty easy conservation point to get. Just getting the 9 rep. So you see my opponents playing an aquarium, which they're giving me money every time they play an animal. And they're playing a petting zoo. So they're playing a lot of the weird animals. So I probably should have been more patient, but this is a mistake probably I made. Like I probably could have played another animal before needing to back projects, right? But, you know, sometimes you get in this mindset that you got to rush, right? I think setting yourself up and then rushing after you set yourself up is a better strategy. I think that's what I've been learning a lot recently. Because I used to just meticulously like plot, which would let me beat like lower ranked players, but now I can beat higher ranked players. I think this person was an elite, which I think it was my first elite I beat. Boy, something's wrong with my brain today. That's for the hornbill. I get to do that. Get next token. Now you notice I upgraded sponsors. I would say on this map, you probably always want to do it. I would say maybe like 90% of the time you want to upgrade sponsors. Simply because you're going to get a lot of sponsors from these bonuses. And if you cover these up, all 3, you get that discount. And this also gives you a discount, so you can play a lot of sponsors all in one turn. Play native seabirds. Only going to give me a couple points, but that's fine. It's another bird icon. Okay. Opponent draws King Vulture and then leaves Science Lab out there. Of course, I'm going to snap that up. Because 1, I have upgraded sponsors, and 2, my opponent has upgraded sponsors. So I don't want them to get it, right? I already have 1 without even going to the universities yet. So I'm in a pretty good position there. I think I X down animals. Yeah. And I do this because I would like to break in case my opponent doesn't. But they do. They break. So, and if that's okay, because even if I don't break now, I can, you know, spend an X token to get this out, or, you know, do a conservation project right off the bat. I think I'll do 4 here is what I think I do. Now, I could have also played this differently, so, but that's all right. I do this. I just want to get it done. My opponent has 5 anyways, so there's no sense me trying to go for a 5th animal type. So what I thought was a mistake really wasn't, now that I look back at it. Like I said, sometimes the past me is smarter than the current me, but then also sometimes the current me will notice mistakes I made in the past. So yeah, so that's why I did that. There was no sense waiting for a 5th animal because they were going to just back it. Okay, they take the free tag bonus. That's fine. Play a bird aviary. Move over the kite. Free this open. Free this up. Right. Play this vulture when I get up there, I think. Or do I play it now? Yeah, I do Science Lab first. That lets me snag a card off the, either off the display or from the deck. So I get Predator Breeding Program. So I already qualify for that, right? What's the chances of me actually backing that? Raccoon comes up. It's an America tag also, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, it does. I need 4, right? I only got 2, 3, 4. Plus, when I play one bear, I like to play more bears because sometimes the polar bear exhibit comes up, and then you can get an end game conservation point off of it. Rarely you can get both, because if you have, I think, 6, right? 5 or 6, you get 2 conservation points. So I pilfered. Now he has a lot, or they have a lot of money here, right? I'm going to show you what I think is a mistake by my opponent here. Should just give me the 5, right? They don't. They let me take a random card. I could take one that they really needed there, but I don't know if they needed the money for their animals. That's what I was thinking, because they wanted to play 2 animals. But I'll show you something in the end once they do play animals here. Yeah, I hardly ever give up animals, regardless. You know, like right now, if somebody would pilfer me, I'm giving them 5 money, you know. The only time I normally give him an animal is if I can't spend the 5 money. I have like 3 money. So let's keep the video going here. They're building a one-size enclosure because they're trying to get their species filled out. Or they have their species filled out. So I don't know why they were doing that. So I need a little bit of money here. So I do that. Break there. So my opponent does play 2. The first thing he played was the lizard, though, right? So 15 money. So they would have had plenty of money to pay me. But instead they gave me a card. They could, even if they didn't have the money, they're playing a sunbathing, right? So if you know you're going to lose a card, you might as well keep it and then do the sunbathing on it so I don't get an extra card, you know? That's what I would have done. I would like, oh, they're getting a card. I'll pay them the 5 money, but I have Sunbathing, so I can get 4 of it back, you know? Okay, so I do that. Boost build. All right. Let's see here. Advancing. Then I go ahead and break. The reason for that is this is my 5th bird. I already have a thing out there for it. So I definitely want to do birds at 5 so I can get there before my opponent, right? They're snapping up. They get the eagle, Eurasian eagle. Okay, they take Europe. I play animals at 3, put out the long bill. That's just so I can, once again, back birds at 5. I get breeding program. But I keep spokesperson, right? Or I keep breeding program. I'm sorry about that. What was I thinking? I got this, I think, during the break. I snapped it up. So... Dugong comes out. So I back birds, right? Gain 5. Take that. Increase hand size. Upgrade animals. So that was a pretty big turn for me. So now I'm at 5. There's no rush to get cards out of my hand anymore. Or my opponent has like 6 and their hand limit's 3. So they're going to lose a bunch of cards if there's a break, right? Unfortunately, it's not going to be that breaks though, because I obviously want to play spokesperson. Okay, so I take a Tasmanian Devil. My build's upgraded, so next turn I'll build a 1 and a 2. I think I build the 1 here to get next token and the 2 this way. And then a kiosk here because of my ability, right? You definitely want to get all these H's covered up. So I play spokesperson. What I'm going to do now is build, right? Then I'll play both of these and I'll pouch Zeus Skull here. Okay, so there's my 2. There's my kiosk. There's my 1. Okay. It gets expert in small animals. It's really good also because I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will give me 5 appeal and then lower the cost of all other small animals. Now my opponent's at 50, but I'm not too concerned right now because I'm going to get a 3rd worker here. because my animals will give me a rep. And my Tasmanian Devil gives me a rep, so I get my extra worker from that. Pouch Zoo School, like I said. Now I'm set up for this. Okay. So my opponent X's down their build, because they're still pretty sure they can play here. I don't know. Them playing all these marine animals really helped me out. Or sea animals, right? That's 6 money there. Plus they're going to play more. So, or they at least try to play more, I should say. So I just do another conservation for 3 more. I've caught right back up to them. I take 2 size for right now. Okay. Do I spend an X token? No. I play Expert in Small Animals for 5 more. 5 more appeal, I should say. So I'm at 45. I'm up to 57 total points, because on BGA it counts points upwards instead of doing the crossover. So once you hit 100 points, you know, that's the end of the game. Or go over 100, I should say, not hit. Okay, I take Dugong. My opponent's going to break, which is fine with me. I need money again. Oh, they did not break. I broke. So, okay, let's see what we got here. So I get to snap first. Snap up Foreign Institute. It's a no-brainer for me because I'm still trying to get the 6 here. I do this. X down. Get this Indian Cobra. Yeah, it's a clever spot, I should say, right? I think I clevered down animals, right? Or did I just skip it? Yeah, I skipped the clever. I liked where my cards were at. Okay. Opponent gets their snap. This was all during the break too, you know? So Bald Eagle comes out. They dug it away. I would have not dug that away. I would have snapped it up. It might have helped them in the end. But they're really not going for birds all that much. My turn, I build. No, I do this. I take a university. Okay. Upgrade my cards card and then move up to. Took the Aegean Condor. So now I got a bunch of cards that are really worth a lot. So I just want to keep pressure on my opponent here. That's my goal. My turn. I build. Finally. 5. Put the kiosk here. So that gives me all 3 of these covered up. I get Reconstruction. I have not used this card yet. Because the bonus at the end is if you completely cover your map. I probably would use this card if I had other cards that gave me points for covering the map, like either the border or the whole thing, right? Then I could, like, say if it was the border, I could move my buildings out to the borders, right? But yeah, I haven't really found a situation where I really needed that card, use that card. So also I adapted. Oh no, specialized species. I thought I adapt. Oh, I think there's something where I adapted. This isn't the one I keep for the end. For the end, I have large animals. That's my end game scoring. So I did something that let me adapt. I can't remember what it was. Take the Jaguar. Okay. So I keep geological because I have 4 of those. Play the dugong. Get the hippo. See, I'm just trying to like dig now. Okay. I got rid of that hypnosis card because I don't want them hypnotizing me. So we've been pretty even in appeal, right? So you see I'm at 79, right? Game's going to end soon, basically. So my opponent, they do sponsors. They play Zoo School. And they play Arcade. So we're tied with appeal. Or he's ahead of me in appeal by a few. It's very risky, right? Very, very risky. All right. Okay. So I play for an institute. We're tied in appeal again. Right? No, that was a rep. I'm sorry. Oh, that's how I did it. The last thing here was the adapt. So, yeah, I take large animals. There's no reason not to at this point. So I'm looking here. I'm like, this is good for me because it will score me a couple points. This could be good for me because it could score me a point and conservation. But something happens. Something happens that's really good for me. So I draw cards, right? Now, at this point, I was thinking maybe I need to break here, but I don't. First, I do this. Do geological, right? No. Oh, I did large animals at 4. Because I was 1 short of maxing this one out, that's why. Okay, opponent draws cards. They draw 4 from the deck because they don't like any of these ones. Now my opponent knows I need 6 research icons, like try to block me maybe. Take this one at least. But no, they leave these out here for me. I take this and then draw 2 from the top. And I hit the jackpot with this. Okay, so my goal is now not to break. My goal is to end the game. So we'll go through this slowly. My opponent only has so much money. They spend X tokens so that they can't move this guy up. You'll see they get trapped basically. Like this has happened to me before where I should have been focusing on breaking. Like my opponent should break now. They shouldn't be doing anything else but breaking. But they decide not to break. So my goal is to trap them before the end of the round. I can't do it with a conservation project. They do a conservation project but spent all their X tokens, right? Now all I have is animals, right? But then we have 11 money. So what animal can they really play? So here's my turn. Science Museum. Get a buttload of money from it and conservation point and an appeal. Brings me up to 98. Opponent plays a Sea Life, which gives me more money, but doesn't really matter at this point. They mark this, so whatever, right? So here's my chance. So I got a 2 discount on this and this. So this is a 1, this is a 3 sponsor, right? So that's only 4. So I spend my X tokens to end the game. Right. So that gives me 2 conservation points, puts me over 100, and I got some appeal from that. Also, this gave me 2 conservation points because it gave me 1 for this, right? And then it has the ability Expedition. I think this might be the only card that has this. Discard one of your played sponsor cards, not from your hand, person sponsor cards. So I discard one of them, so it could be like Marine Biologist. I get a conservation point. This is not giving me anything at the end, so I could discard it, basically. I could do that with Spokesperson, right? This is the end of the game. I'm not going to play anything else. I could get rid of it, right? But what I got rid of was the Ornithologist because I've already scored my birds. So 113 is where I was at before endgame scoring. I have 3 here and 3 here, so that's 6 conservation. My opponent has 1 conservation and whatever their endgame goal is. So most they could get is 5. So there's no way they can beat me. So there you go. That's a different way to end the game. So if you see your opponent needs the break to do stuff, and there's a way you can end the game, and they have no money or they can't do any more conservation projects, then you need to end the game immediately. So, in fact, their last turn was just placing a pavilion. That's how stuck they were. They placed the pavilion right here. So, all right. Like I said, this is my first elite player I beat. This pushed me up to gold 8 from gold 4. And we'll see where I get to after this, maybe next week. So until next time, keep on gaming. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments if you have any other suggestions on this game or other games you'd like to see on this channel. There's also a playlist on the left side of the screen that you can click to see other videos I have made. And until next time, keep on playing.